Columbus. Twinkle your fingers. Okay, so I still think that the group of people who want to occupy need to get together and talk to each other. Okay.
Let me bring up some hypotheticals.
Yeah. Okay. So the can I just?
Yeah, go ahead.
So what I would ask is the folks who want to start talking about continuing the occupation from yesterday. I would there's a square of concrete over there. Maybe cluster there and begin to develop whether you're making demands or just going to go do it. And the rest of us are going to begin to constitute some working groups, and then you can plug back in. I'm really doing my best to find good solutions here. Thanks. Oh, nice. Shucks. Okay. All right. There is a comment back there. Oh, yeah, sorry.
I think if you want to go, now, take it upon yourself, they're going to figure it out. But there's a lot of value in having a specific date for people who plan around. They can come out and root for it. You can get a lot more people.
I think the people in this group, I appreciate your feedback, but the people who have stayed here are on that page with you, I think. Cool. All right, so we have another comment, and then we'll move to...
I mean, even if all of us have made even if all of us have made a consensus that we all wanted to start this tonight, we still don't have a legal system set up to help us at this moment anyways. So, I mean, I'd say, I'd say, I would say if you want to go for it and you want to keep continuing to occupy, go ahead and keep occupying, because if all of us decided to and we all got arrested, we'd have no help anyways, because we've just started. So, that's my opinion.
I just want to say one thing, is that everybody's talking about arrested and yada yada yada, but if you look at like most of the powerful movements that was actually like got something done, like the civil rights movement, whatever, all the people got arrested and didn't care, and they got out of jail and they got right back to what they was doing. I mean, I feel with y'all organization and everything, with the notes, but if y'all really feel what y'all talking about, this is not all just words, and it's not something that y'all gonna Twitter about and talk to your friends and grab your effing signs and start walking up and down the street, like really fight and go down for what you believe in. Quit caring about all that extra because if you don't, it just seems like you're really not down for what you believe in. I mean, I don't care who don't believe what I'm saying, but I'm saying let's go and do this right now. Like, fuck these notes, because all the spirit finger shit ain't really doing nothing. Let's get all these fucking people together and come on. You know what, and that's fine, but I will live forever and everybody will know my fucking name and they will pick up my damn place. Because when one cell dies, another one gets up.
To speak to your concerns and to everyone's concerns about what is expected of you as far as support, I want to make it very clear that I believe that we are all autonomous beings. This is not an organization, this is a movement, and there is nothing expected of anybody. You are free to do or not do anything. If you decide...
You're free to go over there. Don't come over here and tell us what people do.
Oh, you can't have that, Ed.
Don't get it misconstrued. I'm not telling anybody what you need to do. All I'm simply saying is if you really believe in something, then you're gonna be like the soldiers who really believe in America and die for whatever. Or you're gonna sit there and stand up for the fuck.
All right. I wanna just, can I just take a second?
We're on the same side, people.
Can we just not,
We're on the same
guys,
side.
folks, a few things. First of all, we're all really passionate about this stuff, and that's what's coming out right now, and that's great. We're also trying to work through how we can build this together when we don't know what it is that we're building together, and we need to be patient with each other. And I think that I want to encourage folks to, okay, I'm not going to keep talking. I'm going to let the rest of the people talk, but I want to just remind us that we need to figure out ways to follow this process. Working group. All right, so twinkly fingers for working groups. Cool. There's two more people who were on stack to speak that I want to give a chance to speak, and then we'll do working groups, I promise. And then they won't talk for very long, I'm pretty sure.
It's just a beautiful thing to see everybody out here, for a common cause, man. You know what I'm saying? And, we all got our day-to-day lives. We got different situations, and you know what I mean? You pretty much got to gauge, your availability, to the cause according to that. But you know, loyalty bring forth royalty. You know what I'm saying? And you better believe that, you know, all these corporations and all these capitalists, they banding together right now. They about to shit on themselves. Cause they looking in the face of an overthrow. You know what I mean? So all we got to do is stand firm. You know what I mean? To me, this whole Occupy Columbus thing, you know what I'm saying? It's really about occupying the world. It's even bigger than the United States. You know what I'm saying? It's about freeing up the world. You know what I'm saying? Because for real, we all need each other to, you know what I mean, to survive. You know what I mean? And I think if we can just stay on one accord, you know what I mean, and everybody understand that the main goal of this is to make progress. You know what I mean? If you can't, you know what I mean, do an overnighter, you know what I mean, in front of the State House, because you got responsibilities, ain't nobody here gonna bash you for that. But if you walk by the State House and you see some of your comrades out there struggling, you better drop them a sandwich or something, you know what I mean? But make it your business to stay in tune with the movement, you know what I'm saying? That's all.
All right, thank you. I want to again appreciate all the contributions for sure. All right, so I hear everybody screaming for working groups, which is rare for everybody to be like, we want to go to committees, but that's really important. So I think what I'm going to do is read you guys my list of 8 committees.
We already have committees.
We are.
Last round.
Oh, I think that the list that I have is that same thing. So I'm just reading it so that everybody's on the same page. So feel free to correct me or adjust. The committees that I know of are legal, medical, outreach, research, arts and culture, media, tactics, and logistics. And just to clarify, tactics include, in my head, things like location and the specific actions that we want to take. And logistics include things like bathrooms, food and water, and childcare. Do those committees seem reasonable? Are there adjustments to that list of 8? I see one hand.
What's the difference between media and arts and culture?
The difference between media and arts and culture, as I understand it, and I'd like to be corrected if I'm wrong, is that arts and culture is about organizing affiliated events that are concerts to fundraise or to do outreach or art shows or public art things or performances, and what was it? Outreach was the other? Media. And media is interfacing with media, producing independent media, and doing sort of that specific kind of. So what I'd add, right, is 2 things. Each committee, I would recommend, have 2 specific roles. The first is a note taker who will take their notes and put them on the forums at occupycolumbus.org, because there are already forums for all these committees. So the notes go up that the note taker takes. The second role, which I think speaks to this question, is a liaison. And the point of the liaison is that the liaison from the arts and culture group will then, the arts and culture group will then determine where do the liaisons need to plug into. Arts and culture may not need to talk to legal, but they probably want to talk to outreach and to media. So the 2 roles, note taker to upload to the forums, and a liaison allows there to be communication between the groups that are viewed as necessary. A comment.
Which group is in charge of developing a consistent message, a cohesive message of what we stand for, easy to understand and sign?
Yeah, what I would say is that all of these committees aren't doing, they're doing things, but as far as decisions on things like that needs to be consensus on by the General Assembly. So these, for example, the tactics team, which will be talking about violence, nonviolence, about locations and all that stuff, they're going to come with a set of proposals and that's going to be what how the decisions get made. So I would say, unless there's a better answer to the question, I think that it's not. These groups aren't making those decisions. They're.
But how can you make a decision if there's no proposal of what our message is?
It needs to be a small working
Okay, we have a
group.
response from Mike.
So here's the purpose of the committees that we have. So division of labor, right? It's difficult for us to have proposals if we don't have teams that are working on different aspects of what we need to deal with. Like the logistics, for example, it makes it a lot easier on us when we have a group of people who are dealing with childcare and dealing with finding out where we're going to use bathrooms and with the research, getting information, making flyers that have information about the stuff that gives us the opinions that we have. This is separate from the decision-making process we have with the General Assemblies. The General Assemblies will get presented with information by the committees who have been doing the work that they've been committed to, depending upon whatever committee they're in. So does that answer your question?
Okay. Is there a committee that provides information on what our message should be?
No, because that is for people to decide when we come together in the General Assemblies, when proposals are made, and then we vote on them as to whether or not we're going to accept that proposal.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, if we start on Saturday, that needs to be figured out before then. So when are we going to figure that out? When are we going to figure out why we're here?
Have you read the statement that was voted on and accepted by the New York General Assembly?
I don't think everybody has. That's
Okay,
my point.
yeah. I will read this and we can vote on whether or not we are going to stand in solidarity with this statement. Is that good?
Yeah, we need to do that before, if Saturday is our date, we have to know that. So
Let's do it right now.
Let's do it.
We can vote on it right now.
Let's do it.
Yep. Oh yeah. Hold on for a second. We got to bring the people that are back there back into the group. So I should note beforehand, obviously we're going to have to change the location of this, and of course this is going to be amendable by the General Assembly. So if there's stuff that you feel like is being missed in this statement, please understand that this is not something that cannot change. This is just going to be our start to our basic statement. I'm not.
What?
This is a full page, so it'd probably be better if I just go through it once. So otherwise, we're going to be here for like 20 minutes with me reading twice.
Are we including education and research?
It is on the website. It's already been posted in the forums.